I'm working on. I have a new compartment door that I'm going to fit in here. And yeah, this used to be the battery compartment. I'm making it bigger. I had it sealed with these plastic container things so the flooded lead acid wouldn't exhaust out into the cabin. But with the new batteries, sealed batteries, you don't need that, so I'm going to make this one big opening easier to access, and there we go. Let's see what happens. This is the old compartment door for the batteries. There used to be a battery in here and a battery in here. What I've done is I've taken these little things out. These are what Northern Lite put in there, you know, to have the batteries in there. Two of those guys. These are what was in the camper, some old golf cart batteries. This is the new door, and I got this from Rec Pro, and so far I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, it's actually I don't know how they, you order it through Rec Pro, but if you look, it's actually, forget the name of it's the name of the company. I actually have a hitch from these guys. It's Gen Y. Sure, you always pick the best tool for the job. I believe this orbital saw is the best tool for this, but you know what? You never know. So sometimes you just gotta do it, and it looks like something would be better. You go with that. But let's try this. I am going to remark this because I feel like it needs to be up higher here. Can always go down. Can't always go back up, you know what I mean? So sometimes you gotta adjust. And there's no hurry. I'm not in a hurry, are you? There we go. Gross. Probably should be wearing a mask. So this one's pretty good straight. This one could use a little bit, but I think this was cut low, so we'll see. Now let's do the same here. Cut this out. Okay. So I've got to cut that little hump off there. No biggie. It's like my original line, they're doing better. Just barely. Actually, just need a little bit off. That's tight. Don't want it that tight. Let's shave a little bit down here, I think. Right there at the top here. Just take a little bit off here. much. Not much. Getting in some of the wood here, so that's not going to help us. Let's see here. I think we're still going to have to take down off the bottom here. Well, let's see. It's still tight right up here. And that's the structure. Can't really change this much, so we're just going to have to keep coming down this way. I think this right here is holding us up. It's alright. Got a big enough lip it's going to cover, so never going to see that. I'm getting there. Getting there. Still hanging up on something up here. I see what. So these right here, these little rivets, bumps, catching up here. So that means we're gonna have to. I think we're gonna have to come all the way down to the see the wood inside there. We're gonna have to come down to that. Let's do it. Tell there, but like you have to modify your cutting style, so I was trying to like cut sideways. These things work better if you're kind of like straight with it. Let's see what we got. It's hot out here. This is shaded in the morning, but right now it's hot. Okay, we're still hanging up. It's just a process, people. So I'm gonna have to take that down more. I'm gonna be all the way to the wood, which is fine. All right, what are we on? We may be hitting the wood inside now. We're just hitting the wood inside, so we gotta take the wood down. Ooh, it's gonna be nice. I love this. 2 doors to 1 door, much better. All right, let's take this wood down. Bam. I think we're in. All right. Let's see what it looks like. Beautiful. It's all sucked up. It's gonna clean out nice inside. We just gotta put wood backing in that. Put a screw there in these corners, and then we'll have a couple screws in the inside lip. This will be nice and secure. Do wish this was a little tighter. I wish that was less of a gap. But let's see some of the other ones. Let's see how they are. I think I'm going to replace this one too, because I'll show you later. This one's been modified, but you know what? The gap's pretty similar. This is a different style. This is Northern Lite. Like, they have this trim in here, which I have new trim. But yeah, I don't know why some boxes were different. Let's see, this one's doesn't have the trim. So, I don't know. That's just what they did, I guess. No trim. maybe these boxes have been replaced. I don't know. It's weird that that one box, this has got to be original. This is the original generator compartment. But this one, propane, this box is original too, but I don't know. It's just weird how this is the only one that has this trim ring like that. All the others are like this. Maybe that's just what they had. So yeah, here we are. We got it all cleaned up inside. This is eventually gonna have some rubber on it. And this is what's on the floor too. This is like 4 mil thick. This stuff's awesome. And it does get glued down. Really clean this area up around the old, you know, the old caulking and stuff. I want to make sure that this is nice. It looks seamless. This got lucky because you see these holes right here. Just made it. By the time we put the caulking here, you're not going to see that. What's a bonus is, you know, as you can see, there's some my plumbing access. Now, you know, I could get in here. Sorry. Get in here and access the plumbing if I need to, which is pretty sweet. There's all the wiring for the batteries. So I'm gonna put batteries in here, but definitely a different type, and yeah, much easier to access. I don't know if you guys have one of these or not, but I think this is Home Depot, but these little, you can buy a bunch of these little plastic razor blades for cheap. They work great on taking off caulking or stickers or whatever. You don't want to use a real razor blade on this stuff because you'll end up digging a corner in. I've done it. And you'll take a little chunk of your gel coat off. So it's plastic. Alright. Got the bulk off. That's still like a tacky line. Still some caulk in there, but we're going to see if either acetone or the goof off will get that off. I've had good luck with both. Just going to have to try, see what works best. I'm expecting some cutting compound, which I'm gonna cut around here, you know, take the oxidation off and clean this up. So when I do the rest, I don't have to come right to the edge on this. I can come near it. So I think that's the way to go. That way it's all prepped around it. So it's actually Goo Gone, and I have acetone in a bottle. So this acetone, I had some painter's tape around here covering the hole, and all the residue from the painter's tape stayed on here. Acetone wouldn't touch it, but this stuff took it off. I was amazed. Usually acetone will take care of all that stuff, but sometimes I guess not. It's cut taking that off good though. Very little effort. You don't want any of that old stuff sitting around. Oh yeah, it's working good. Northern Lite people, this is a 02 model, which I haven't made it yet, but I'm gonna make a video kind of introducing stuff. I've already done a lot to this camper, so as you'll see in that video. This is like the first video I'm making, but I'll probably upload it second. I'm just trying to test out how I'm gonna film and stuff. I don't have, I don't have any fancy equipment. I do have the DJI microphone, but I don't have the adapter. I have a 14 phone, so it has the lightning, and so apparently when you have that little receiver, you gotta get a lightning adapter. I'm not buying a new phone. And yeah, we're just going from here. Let's see where we get. It's mainly doing this channel is just, I want to just like keep a log of this stuff, because I don't hardly take pictures, but having this on YouTube, like, it would be kind of cool to look back. I wish I would have been doing it all along, but I have a reason for that, and I may explain later. All right, looking good. Should probably put a little piece of wood here because looks like it's kind of far back in there. Don't really have to, because even here, oh, that one's falling too. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix this side. This one's solid. I just don't want that wood moving around, you know. It's got to be solid in there. Right now, it's just kind of sitting there. But let's check that out. So I got a little piece of wood here. So we can screw down, screw up this side, and then bam, bam. So I just got to secure these pieces of wood. So what I'm gonna do, I got some good old liquid nails. And I'm actually gonna put it in here. Let's see, put some on this side. It's gonna squeeze out. That's okay. See if I can do this without making a huge mess. All right, a little messy. Put a little clamp on it. It's really hot right here right now, as you can see. I don't know if you can tell the difference, but the sun is here now. It's hot. Let's clamp her up. Get this little guy. So we'll let that dry, come back later. We're gonna stop this for now. I'm gonna clean up and we'll end it and finish this maybe today, maybe later. All right guys, we're back. It's the next day. I've been fighting off a low grade sore throat for a few days, so it finally caught up with me yesterday. Probably should be wearing a mask, and so I just want to get, it looks like it sprinkled here a little bit last night. It hasn't rained here for months. Doesn't look like any water got in here, but it did just sprinkle. I'm not going to get crazy with the buffer and stuff on this like I said I was going to. I'm just going to do some by hand. And we're going to try to make this quick. Like I said, it's just for the edge. The old automatic buffer. Make sure this is all off. It already looks better. There's a lot of oxidation on this old girl. Alright. I'll get some alcohol or something to wipe that off. Should probably mark these holes and drill them out. Yeah, let's mark and drill this baby. Fits in there snug, man. I got a latch up here too I'm gonna install. Anybody else have tape measures that have legs? I swear I got tons of tape measures, and when I need one I can find it. I got the biggest tape measure I got to measure the smallest thing. Alright, so from that mark to where I want to be in this wood, I could put it there. I could go there in this wood. But on the sides, it's a different story. So you're talking 1.25 inches to be in the center of this wood from the edge. Right on that, right on the inside. Which, that kind of sucks. But It is what it is. That's where it's going to have to be. You're not going to see it because it's going to be right in there. But it's not going to interfere with. It is what it is. That's where it's got to be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Go drill these out. All right, we need to clean this. Just gonna acetone around, so make sure nice, smooth, grease-free or whatever edge for that mastic, or I'm sorry, the butyl tape. So we should have a good surface here. Let's do a dry test one more time. I did drill the holes. It's unfortunate we had to drill them on the outside lip, but you're not going to see that, you know. Again, I'm not an expert. I'm just figuring this out like you are. I'm sure there's a better way. Let me know if there's any butyl tape expert guys out there. Clue us in. See this? If you're putting the tape to the edge, you're not really at the edge. So maybe it'd be easier if I just peel some of this off. Let's see what happens here. Easier that way for sure. You just gotta gently tap it in where you want it and move on. Stay too, you put your fingers on there too long, it's gonna start grabbing them. You gotta be able to change on the fly your process when you're doing things maybe not for the first time. Let's take this tape off and see what mess we made. Definitely the way to go is to like take a little bit off at a time. That way you can work it. Otherwise, like you see it, like you just can't tell the exact spot you're going when that tape's on there. So now I got a mess right here from doing it that way. If it gets too ugly, you can always peel it back, peel it off. Seal it here, seam it, press it. Push that down, it'll make a nice seal. Alright, peel, push. Sticker on there. Do or die. Just want to push this pretty firm in there. Squish it a little bit. All this gets trimmed off, and then you got to do some special caulking. It's got to be no sag. It's got to be UV resistant. This is XTRM ply, no sag, universal RV roof, but it works for this application too. I know some people, you know, they concerned, oh, you put the butyl tape on there, it's going to sit out farther. Well, the point is to create a excellent bond there, and when you peel this, you know, you take this stuff off the edge, that's what the caulking is there to take that edge. So you're always going to see that caulking edge. You're never going to get, you try to get flush to this with this it's not gonna work. I think we're good there. Let's put some screws in, pop a little bit of, this thing still works, a little bit of silicone in that hole first. You know this maneuver? All right. Okay. All right. That felt solid. Should I dab these on the, I guess why not? It's not gonna interfere with anything. Looking pretty good. I don't know if that's gonna do anything or not, but it's not gonna hurt. That one got a little close to the seal, so it damaged that seal a little bit, but shit happens. It's not gonna leak. Stainless screws are not magnetic. I'd call that successful. Get a plastic razor blade and see if we can take that off. We got a plastic scraper. Let's see what we could do here. Make sure you don't pull that out. These campers are curved. They're not straight like a Lance, I think, are straight because the framing's straight. This being a mold, it's shaped, so that I didn't know when I was doing things inside, building walls and stuff. Like, why is my measurement off? But I finally dawned on me, like, nothing straight in there. And so building inside there, you'd think it'd be easy to build the cabinets and stuff I showed you. Nothing has a straight line. Everything was custom, like rounded. It was not fun. So same thing here. So it's not straight, so there's going to be a little more of a gap down here, but caulking will fill that, and the mastic will keep it from leaking. And that's what you got. It is what it is. What you want to make sure you're not pulling, when you're taking this off, you're not pulling the stuff from underneath, you know. So you want to make sure you got it cut, and then just kind of roll it as you go, and you can get a better, this stuff's not always easy to work with. Be patient. I'm gonna let this down. Hopefully it won't mess up my silicone too much. So you got a pretty clean edge there. The caulking's going to want this edge to bond to. This one's got some on the edge of that compartment door. And you want to reserve that for your caulking, so make sure you get that off. Alright, so that's a nice clean edge. I don't want to tape this. But now, that's going to be your caulking line. Create this rounded part here. Just gonna go right almost to the edge there. Alright guys. Is it perfect? No. Will it do? Yes. I know most people know this, but for those who don't know this, you get some caulking, and if you just cut the tip off and put it in your thing, you're going to be like squeezing on this thing going, what's wrong? There's this foil seal in there. That's why this little thing is there. You can swing this out. Most of them have it, or you can get a screwdriver or whatever, but put that in there and you just stab it all over the place. You got some left over. Oh, let's see how bad we mess this up. Not a fan of caulking. This is another thing. So when you're going, this thing's gonna hold pressure, and so even when you stop pulling the trigger, it's gonna keep oozing out. You gotta hit that release so it releases the pressure on here so it stops coming out. And even when you do that, sometimes it still comes out. When you're ready to go again, and this is the reason for the tape. Hopefully this works when I peel the tape off. Not the best edge there. Should have went to the edge with that. My mistake. Always learning, folks. Always learning. I'll clean this little edge up here. But had I not put that tape on, I would have had a real big mess. Fortunately, this is easily fixed. Probably should be putting this on a rag, not my shirt, but that's what this shirt's for. Like your parents used to say when you were a kid, at least back in my day, they say, put your play clothes on, remember? These are my play clothes. You definitely want to take this off when this stuff's wet. You don't want to wait. I'm going to try to soften this little ridge a little bit here. Alright, I think that'll do. I mean, you look at it close. Maybe it's a 10-footer. You gotta stay 10 feet away to look good. But, yeah. Overall, she in there. So there we go. There's our little new compartment, a couple batteries. As they say, she ain't going nowhere. Well, I hope you guys got something out of that. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. Maybe you think I'm an idiot even more now. That's okay. So, we'll see you back on another one. And yeah, come back. I got beetle tape all over my shoes. Now I'm done. Can't get that stuff back up. Oh my God. Yeah, don't do that, kids. Don't step on beetle tape because you won't get it back off. So now I got a big mess to clean up here.